Hello and welcome back or welcome to Season 2 of Hardcore Minecraft with me, Doom Mountain, and our long-awaited friend, Mr. Sniffer. Oh guys, it was really great to finally, the end of last episode, get our Sniffer. You know, I spent ages trying to find an egg, and to be honest, I really just enjoyed exploring 1.20 as it sort of first came out. I didn't really look into much of what was out there, and I think I still have missed quite a bit that has come in this update that I just didn't quite get my head around at the time. And yeah, so with that said, I hope you guys didn't quite mind me splitting it up into 2 episodes and sort of just enjoying us doing a bit of actual adventuring and exploring within our world, because like, I found a lot of areas, and I also really cemented in that I needed to set up a nether portal system, so that's on the cards for today, because it's something that I found was quite a pain travelling between greater distances in our world. So off camera, I've gone around to all of our key locations and I've set up a nether portal in the overworld, and now all it's a matter of is going into our nether portal, going through the nether and setting up the, you know, correlating portals in the right spots. And as you know, I'm not a fan of entering into the nether or doing any nether exploration. The simple reason is because, you know, that's how we lost our first hardcore world, was a little bit of my own stupidity, but it was in the nether. So, you know, I do tread cautionly around it. So with that said, I think what we need to do is give our bees a little bit of love. Like, we set them up here very early on in this world, and with the promise of getting silk touch and then automating, yes, I think that was the right word, getting up this whole thing, and then so that we could get all of the honeycomb and everything very easily. And well, we've got silk touch. I think it's on this. No, it's not on that one. If we used that one, that would have been a great disaster. It's on this pickaxe here. So, yeah, I've been working over in our creative test world, and I've come up with a really simple, nice, easy honeycomb farm design. So I think we're going to build that over here, and yeah, get that all into place, as well as I want to put in here, we spoke about it when we were building up our village, another watchtower over here. So I think I might build up that perimeter so that way I know where things can go, so that way we don't cut off any space taking up for this farm. But yeah, so, you know, I'm doing the responsible thing. I made note that we need work done in the nether, and yes, exactly, Bluey, I'm going to make a bee farm. Alright, so if we jump over here into our creative test world, I can just give you a little bit of a brief idea of how this honeycomb farm is going to work. And as you can see, this is sort of the final product, and we're getting our honeycomb in the chest just down there. So from just a little bit of an outlook here, you can see we've got all of our beehives along the back where all our bees go. We have a block free in front of the beehives, because this is important, or otherwise the bees can't actually leave their hive. And then they have a flower where they come and collect the pollen. Now the key part of this system is that, I don't know if it was a parity fix as of this update or how long it's been in the game, but finally on Bedrock, hoppers will pick up items that are dropped on a tilled farm land. So that means that once the honeycomb is sheared, they'll bounce off, and usually they'll come forward because we have a few things in the back, which I'll get to, and they get picked up by just simple hoppers underneath, which then gets transported straight down here. And then for our back system here, now because we aren't collecting honey bottles, which requires a more sophisticated system, which we used in our Season 1 hardcore world, because all we want to do is shear the honeycomb, sorry, I was just lost the words, we can basically have a observer paying attention to the beehive, and every time it's, you know, getting one of those signals like it's boosting up, getting ready to harvest, it will get out a little signal which will be detected by this observer facing it, which will power this redstone light. Now all of these are dispensers facing into the beehives, and once they get the signal, they will send off the shears, which will either shear for honeycomb or fail, so there's nothing to shear, so the dispenser will not shoot it out. As you could hear then, there was nothing to shear, so you heard it go, but it failed because there was nothing to be there. And we don't get any of our shears in the collection chest. So, the reason why this works here lovely just to collect up honeycomb is because we are just shearing every single time. It doesn't matter if it's ready or not, because we're not losing anything. If we were to use this system to try and collect honey bottles, every time that the bees interacted with the hive, it would shoot out a honey bottle or a glass bottle trying to actually collect up honey. Now, if there's no honey there, it's going to have spit out the bottle and our hoppers will collect it. So we'll get a lot of empty bottles and all that sort of stuff in the collection chest. So what we need to do for that is actually run out a longer a longer redstone line to actually count how many steps have been taken before dispensing the bottle. Now, as you can see here, this is not lossless, so occasionally if you do jump on out through the walls, and as we can see there's one there, so it's not 100% lossless. I don't think I've ever made a honey farm or a farm using bees that was, so it's going to work really nicely for my needs. So if I quickly grab up the materials needed for this, I'm going to make with you guys one segment of this farm, and then we should be able to jump back into the hardcore world and have this all built up over there. Alright, so if we make one of these layers, let's just start off by putting it in our collection chest, and we're going to run 4 hoppers into the back of that. So 1, and then from here we are going to run 1 more in at the bottom, and this is where our beehive is going to sit, like so. Now, because this is in creative, this beehive doesn't have any bees in it, but if you were doing this in survival, I highly recommend that this be the last step that you do. So once we've got that in there, we can place around just some filler blocks. Oop, crouch to get there. Just some filler blocks all the way around, preferably maybe just having these last ones as glass. The one above the chest will definitely need to be glass or a half slab so that you can still access the chest with the block on top of it. So once we've done this and place them all around, now I just sort of go around so there's no real spots or chances for there to be any misfires or anything where the honeycomb can slip out anywhere. Now I'm going to go along and place 2 farmlands. So you would do this in survival by just placing 2 bits of dirt and then hoeing them. And a water source just here, just so that these stay hydrated. Now, as you can see with this one here, I have it running along the whole front line for water. That's purely for decoration. 1 water source will cover a 4x4 area as we displayed in our farmland, which is just behind me there. So once we've got these in, let's go ahead and place our observer facing into the beehive. Geez, words just slipped my mind. And then what we're going to do is place in just a filler block and another filler block so that we can not do that, so that we can then break this one. And the trick is now, maybe just break off this block here. We need to look down at it and get it so that the dispenser is facing into that honeycomb. Now, you can see here all sides of it aren't showing, so it is facing down. Once we've got that, we have 1 observer facing into the other, 2 bits of redstone, and a crouch to that one, 2 bits of redstone, and away we go. Just fill it up with glass so that you can see all around yourself. Alright, and now we're ready for the final step, which is to place in a flower on this block here. Now remember, we need to keep 1 airspace so the bees can actually leave. And then if we just, I need a bee spawn egg. So we get out 3 bees. Please be interested in that. Okay, yeah. Oh. Stay down, stay down. Please go down. No. They say never work with children or animals. This is, proving to be right. There we go. Alright, now our bees are inside, and as you can see, it's all going to go through. And what we need now is, because we're doing a single one, we can just run a hopper in the side there with a chest, and we can then fill that up with just shears to go straight in. So putting our shears into the chest, I was about to say shed, no, in the chest, it's going to make their way down into this dispenser, and then within no time, we're going to start to be able to collect up some honeycomb. Now, unfortunately, this one did have 2 babies in it, so it might take a little bit longer, but this is the principle in which I am making up this whole thing here, just down to one segment. And just like that, we have 2 of these honeycomb farm pods set up, each holding 5 beehives, and well, as you can kind of see, this one over here has a few more bees, so it's been a little bit more productive, but it's really good to have both of them running along. Now, I've also gone along and put in the pathway, as well as some street lights to continue on the idea of this all being connected and coming down as one. Now, you can also see behind me that I did go ahead and put into place our watchtower. Now, as you can see, it's not decorated at all. It's just our basically the exact same design as that one over there, just plonked here, so that way we've got a bit of a watch out for our village over on this side. And these will spread throughout the island, I assure you. Now, that's not the only thing that I did with our honeycomb farm, because if you may recall it was the episode before, episode 8, I made note that I probably should have set up a sugarcane farm a bamboo farm, because now we can use the new bamboo wood blocks and everything like that, and I thought it'd be a really cool way just to incorporate that farm into this area and just make use of our redstone or our observers that we've got here. So what this setup is we just have bamboo sitting on top of grass blocks with a hopper minecart running underneath it and pistons just over here. Every time our bee farm gets triggered, our pistons get triggered and we get bamboo. Very nice, very simple, and I'm really happy with how it fit in this space. Now it's almost night, so let me quickly sleep away the night, and then I've got one more interesting thing to show you that happened. But before we go, let me actually show you that this is producing honeycomb, and as you can see, these guys are not letting me down. I'm getting quite a lot of honeycomb as well as bamboo, so yeah, this is working out really well. Okay, now I'll go and sleep away the night. So, while we were working on our honeycomb farm, our friend here, Mr. Sniffer, grew up to be quite a large boy, and he's also been quite busy. We've, by running past and hearing him make some weird sounds, we've acquired some brand new seeds, which is what we were looking for from him in the last time, to be able to make these new flowers that come with this guy. Now, if I jump in Mr. Sniffer's pen, you can see that, he's tall. We like playing a game. He likes to just, yes, I know, you could eat me if you wanted to, but you're not going to. We're friends, right? We're friends? Aw, thank you. But yeah, so this guy here has grown up and just periodically goes around and sniffs into the ground and finds us up these brand new seeds. Now, wrong camera. I'm not too sure how to use them or what we do with them, but what I do know is we probably should set up this guy on a field that has a hopper minecart just running underneath him, so that way when he collects up some items, they just get collected up by the hopper minecart. And I thought we could probably do this over on the opposite section from where our sugarcane farm is. Now, I'm not going to get that done today, because today we're supposed to be connecting portals in the Nether, which I'm still putting off doing. So I think what I might do is, let's quickly experiment with these new flower pods, see how that works, and then, then it's time to actually go into the Nether. I'm not looking forward to that. Alright, so if we come on back over here to where we had all of our experiments working with the new blocks from 1.20, let's just see if it's as simple as planting these things. Can we get them to grow? Okay, not like that, not like that. Does that hang upside down? Doesn't on any of those. Is there anything to make with them? Not that I can see of. So, let's just see, can we hoe a bit of ground and will it plant like a normal seed? Oh. Oh. Yeah! Okay, they grow like normal seeds. I honestly don't know what I was expecting. Of course, they're seeds. So, I'm impatient. Let's grab some bone meal. Okay, that's it fully grown. And that's that one fully grown. Now, can we just pick them up? We got the flower. And this one. We also got the flower. Now, I am going to just sit these here because I want to see if we try fortune with them, if we can also get the seed again, or we have to get the seeds purely from this guy. So I think the torch flower, I think one of these should be able to go in our decorative pot. So let's just quickly run out the front. Hey Bluey, how's it going? We're just going to try something. So I think this is the one that goes in there. Does it? What? Okay, is this one? Oh, what do you mean do that? Go in. No, what? I thought we were able to put flowers in these things. I feel ripped off. I can't put the seeds in it. No flowers. Okay. Does it have to be a non-decorative one? Where do I leave a plain pot? It's not in the plain ones. I wonder. Can I put them in the little pots here? Okay, I can put that one in. I can't put that one. Okay, obviously because that's a too tall one. So, can we do this? That's how you do it! Okay, so, what we got to do is, we put in a normal flower pot, and then we can put the torch flower in there. Okay, so that's going to tell me that we could do that with any of the plants that will fit in the normal ones. Obviously this pitcher plant is a little bit bigger, so therefore it's not, oh, don't need that bamboo, it's not going to fit in because it's more of the category of too tall flowers. Is that right? It's going to be about the same height as this one. Yeah! Ooh, I really like that flower though. Huh. Alright guys, so I've done my little bit of exploring, or not exploring, but you know, experimenting with the new flowers, which really does wrap up that whole What the Sniffer does for us, and I'm very grateful of your work. Thank you. Oh, he's even got more for us in the go. Sweet. So I think, yeah, I'm going to definitely have to move him over there and put it in the Hopper Minecart flooring so that we can collect up all the goodies. But that said, it is now time for us to, get ready for the nether, and I'm going to need to collect up some obsidian and make sure I have a gold helmet because I don't want to get attacked by any piglins. Probably should also get a fresh shield, and I think it's time that I get a bow. So guys, when I come back, hopefully, we should be geared out with a gold helmet, a fresh bow, and a fresh shield. So I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so I can't put it off anymore. It's time that we enter into the nether. Now, I would like to make this point here that this is not a nether exploration. No. This is just simply going and connecting up our portals. And I've gone ahead, as I said at the start of this, before this episode, I went around to each of these locations in the overworld and put a nether portal there and ignited it. So this should connect up with the key areas that we want in our world. And now I've got these locations just here on my computer next to me. So we've got our Mushroom Island, we've got the Witch Hut, obviously one of the main ones I want to get done today because I want to get a witch farm going. We've got our desert village that had the desert temple and the village melded in one, which I was really enjoying in those last 2 episodes, as well as our gold rush area in the Mesa, which is going to be sort of a bit more of a stream area, which, I'm really looking forward to getting started. But that does mean that we need to step foot into the nether, and well, that is just a bit scary. So I guess let's just do it. So here is our portal. Now, from previous experiences that I've had, every time I come back through, there's piglins here, so I'm just going to leave the door open. Hopefully, nothing over here comes through. Alright. This is always so nervous, only because it's hardcore. Let's throw our sacrifice block in, like it went. 2 more for good luck. Alright. In we go. Crouch. Oh, wait, no. Let's get our gold helmet on first. And I think I'm going to need the sword at the ready. Just in case I need to fight my way out of anything. Oh, jeez. Right, we made it in. Perfect. Alright. Oh, what's one scary hurdle over and done with? Now, let's get down here, because I think this is sort of where I want to start my highway in the works. So if we bring up our coordinates, what's the closest one to where we are? Crouch. So we're at 575, -229. Okay, the Gold Rush area is the closest. We need to go to we need to go to 667 by -300. So I'm going to try and keep it too tall so nothing can really get in. Let's make up some more torches. And guys, as I said, this isn't a exploration. This is just trying to connect them up. So I'll keep you updated with any clips that look interesting. But hopefully our next spot should be setting up the portal, because we've done everything right, no problems. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Are you serious? I've just realised I've been heading in the wrong direction. Okay, is there anything this way then? Can we make it worth it? Yep. Desert Temple. -24. Nope, negative. It's this way, it's this way. Damn it! How do I get... So I'm just going in a straight line. Oh, I overshot my mark. Where's 47? 9. Here. I swear I know numbers, guys. Okay. So now we just need to go out to 667. And we will... I need to backtrack to 400. That way. I'm looking at the wrong one. I've got to highlight my notes, which one's the right one. This one here. Whew. Alright guys, so after a little bit of confusion, as you may have seen, I got lost and then I got held up trying to get a turn because I'm too scared in here. Yes, I'll admit it. Playing in hardcore has me a little bit more terrified of just doing pretty standard stuff, but look, this is my world, I don't want to lose it. But we are now here with our first portal to light. This one should take us to our Desert Temple. So I light it, throw in a sacrifice block or two. Okay, I'm going to crouch, the sword. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. We did it! And it's nighttime too. I could sleep away the night. Yes! And then if we break out here... Oh, look at that. We did it, guys. We got our first one in. Hey! Skeleton. Whoa. What poisoned you guys? So this is one done. This is going to give us access to be able to, you know, get a good spot to mine up sand and everything. And a nice little project. So I think now we've got to go back and connect up another one. Oh, goody. Okay, look, I need to have obviously a clear access because that was trippy. I'm probably going to cut what happened there out, but I got stuck in the portal and just had the particles spin around and oh no, that was trippy. I've got to get rid of that. Whew. First one successfully done. Our desert temple and village is now connected to us. Now let's see what's the next closest one. I'm going to step away from this portal because it's a little bit noisy. Okay, our next closest one. Let me just put a mark next there so I know I finished that one. Check. Okay, our next closest one, which we may have overshot, is our mushroom. So let's see if we get taken to our mushroom biome. Let's put in some sacrifice blocks. Alright guys, so this one here should hopefully take us to our mushroom biome. Now I did mess up the blocks by 2, but hopefully that's not going to make much of a difference, and we will end up safe and sound in our mushroom biome. Let's go. Yes! Do I need to... Yes! And I get to sleep too. Spawn set. Well, not spawn set, but day counter reset for phantoms. And as you can see, we're out here. A lovely mushroom biome. Oh, perfect. How's it going, guys? Yep, I'm going to settle down here one day. Just have a nice, relaxing, safe space. But I think it's time now that we try and get ourselves another spot. And I think the closest next one... oh, we've only got 2 left. We've got our witch farm, or witch hut, which is a positive 97. So I think that's going to be the closest before we go back in the opposite direction to get us to negative 300. So, yeah, let me head on back in there, and our next spot to go is the witch farm. I don't think there is a way for me to be able to do what I want to do. I might need to spiral up to be safe. So that is the safest way. I'm going to have to go up into the roof. Alright guys, so after a little bit of juggling and going up a few layers so that we were able just to sort of crawl around the roof area to make it a bit more of an easier tunnel, we're finally here to set up the one for our witch farm. So we light that up. Ooh, a few sacrifice blocks. Avoid, well, hopefully not the void, that's where we're trying to avoid going. And yeah, let's head on in. Been lucky so far. Please continue this on. Oh, wrong way. Yes! We are. I need to sleep only at night, so it's not night time yet. Perfect. There is our witch farm, or witch hut, which will become our witch farm. But yes, sweet. So we're now connected up with the Mushroom Island, the Desert Temple Village, as well as our witch farm. Lucky last to do is the gold rush, or the gold mining area in the Mesa. So, yeah. Oh, didn't want to break that torch. Want all the light around here as possible. Nope, not there. There. Well, okay, that'll work. So, yeah. It's time to make our way back to sort of, yeah, well, we started our tunnel because I realised I went the wrong direction there for our coordinates. So I now need to go back to that point and then go the opposite way from the start. So, yeah, might be a little bit of time between this snippet and the next one, but I'll keep you all updated. Damn it, broke another torch. Alright, so we've made it back to, as you can see, with the cobblestone sort of half slabs, we're back to our portal area. And we went off this direction, but now to do the gold farm, or not gold farm, the gold mines, we need to head off in this direction. So, yeah, just casually go this way just like we were doing before. Yep, they are heading up right, so we need to go to, our first coordinate is going to be 667. Our last one is going to be negative 337. So that's what we're making our way towards now. Alright guys, so behind me here should be our last portal of the day to connect up, and this should lead us to our gold mining town area that we're going to do in our streams. So let's light it up. There are a few sacrificial blocks. And let's see, we're safe. Please be safe. Yes, we're here in the Mesa biome. Do I need to sleep? I do. And here we are, over in our Mesa area, which is going to be like our gold mines, as you can see. And like this area here already, just with the textures of the blocks, makes me think of an old dried up riverbed. So, you know, we'll have things over on this side here and buildings up all the way. And obviously, every area that I've gone to has just had a cobblestone box as protection around the portal. But, you know, that's just for... That was really just so I could keep it safe while I was going to and from. Until we start working that area, and then we're going to build up, obviously, a spot for our nether portal to be stored. Now, yes, the nether portal will be stored where they are currently, because I've matched it so that their coordinates are all equal to how they should in the nether, so I don't get any crossovers or anything like that. But yeah, so now we've got all of our portals all connected up. It's time to go home. Do this jump here with you guys now. Should be safe, all the other ones have been. But then I'll meet you all back at our house. Come on, please. Don't be bad luck on the last one. Touch wood, come on. Perfect. Alright, time to head home. We're home. We didn't die in the nether. We lived for another day. Woo! We managed to get all 4 of our key locations connected up. We have the mushroom biome. We have the witch hut, which will become our witch farm. We have our desert temple and village, which we'll probably use to make like a mining area to get up to some of the sandstone, that sort of stuff, and maybe build up a nice desert palace around there. And we also have our Gold Rush themed area in the Mesa. So yeah, I'm really happy that we've got all of those connected up. I'm just going to now duck on out back home. Well, duck on back upstairs to empty our pockets. I'd probably want to get on our nice, lovely diamond helmet. It was great to have the gold one on there in case we ran into any piglins, but it was all soul sand and basalt delta. It's a terrible nether. Every seed that we have had so far is just been terrible nethers. But we've survived this one, and yeah, so I'll catch up with you in a moment. I'm so glad now we have connected up those 4 key locations in our nether, and it's going to make it so much easier to now access the mining area, the desert temple. We're going to be able to get to our mushroom biome, which I think we might make, as I was saying, just a nice relaxing getaway home there, because, you know, no hostile mobs, so it's somewhere where we can just peacefully relax. But also, most importantly, we got our witch hut set up onto the map, and I think next episode that is going to be probably what we kick things off with, because I would love to get that farm set up into the world pretty quick, because as I keep saying, I love the amount of resources that you get from it. It's got just so much about it that I just enjoy. So I think that's what we're going to be doing next time. But with that all said, it is time that we bid farewell on today's episode. We got quite a bit done, you know. We got these bee honeycomb farms set up, as well as the bamboo farms that came off as a little bit of a bonus at the backside there. We've also gotten in all these new pathings that really help tie our island together, as well as another lookout tower to be able to observe what's coming in from either side and be able to sort of send signals up there to our village, which, you know, I'm just really happy to see this all starting to come together, and it's just looking really, really good. Now, we are going to ignore that little bit of a honeycomb that just got spit out of the farm, because it's perfect. We don't need to point out any flaws. But guys, that is going to do it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope you know, just for everyone that's made it this far, that it was a bit more eventful. You know, we got a farm done, we explored a little bit in the nether, mainly just to set up portals, but it was work that had to be done. So thank you all who have stayed in for this long and made it up to this point. So until next time,